What's up, everybody? The Crap Gamer here, the most compelling game-related YouTuber, and you damn well know it. Also, the king of all gaming-related media, and you knew that as well. Back with another video. My video yesterday stirred up a little bit of controversy. I kind of went in on Microsoft. Now, listen, I don't expect for everybody to agree with me 100% of the time. You know, it's just my opinion at the end of the day, and you know that just if you agree with it, fine. If not, fine. If you agree with some of it, fine, or whatever. I don't really care. But this video is about the PS4. Yes, and I haven't gone full pony. I'm not playing my PS4. I play my Xbox One almost exclusively. But I will say, as far as from a message standpoint, just kind of reiterating on what I talked about yesterday, Sony got it right. You know, they came out, showed their console with nothing but games. It was a brilliant move by them. I think that everybody kind of was on board with that right from the beginning. And even after that, they made it very clear that it's a console first. It's very much old school, old guard. You know, Microsoft seems to like want to push and do things. And, you know, and I had to sit back and think of it this way. And you guys might not agree. Some of you hardcore Xbox guys might not agree. But you have to be able to look at things from outside of your fan zone. You know what I mean? And that's what I had to do too. Like Sony, that UI, you know, it's very simple, very functional on the PS4, right? And it's not tied to anything. They're not tying it to an OS, and it doesn't have to tie to a phone and a tablet and this and that, right? It's even different than the Vita OS. So they're not even tying together the OS from their handheld with their new console. You know what I mean? Microsoft is like trying to shoehorn a UI, this operating system, into every single thing they have, even if it doesn't really work that well. And I think that this UI has an opportunity to work well, but it has so many problems. So many people I know are having issues with it, and I realize it's beta, but it's supposed to come out sometime next month, and I don't see how it can. I know people whose entire hard drives were wiped clean. I know people who can't uninstall anything. They can't install an update. They can't do anything. Their consoles are basically useless right now. You know, imagine this on a large scale. I think that Sony kept it simple, realized that people are stupid, and I keep reiterating this point, and it's not a knock on anyone in particular, just people in general are stupid. You want things simple. We don't care about. And it might be, you might be saying, well, not you, Crap, but maybe some people, sure, maybe some people might care. But nobody's buying an Xbox One and going, I'm getting this Xbox One because of the ecosystem or because I can, you know, play the game on my phone or my watch. You know, you're buying the system for the games, you want it simple. You know, all this talk about APIs and clouds and this, the average gamer doesn't care. Sony kept it simple. Game on our console just like you always have, and that is why they're doing such a good job. Yes, Microsoft shot themselves in the foot when they came out, but Sony kept their message on point, and then you just basically let Microsoft hang themselves, right? It seems like every time they're about to have a big release, it happened with Sunset Overdrive and multiple other games, you get these quote-unquote leaks or people kind of running their mouth. This time it was Frank O'Connor, who I like the guy, but you know, should he have opened his mouth about a possible Halo 5 PC port? I don't think so. You know, it's a terrible timing. They need to get those people under lock and key. I think Phil does, or somebody over there. You know, you do not need this a few days away from the biggest game of the year. I think it's utterly ridiculous and asinine. But again, back on the Sony, props to them for keeping their message clear and concise, letting people know what they're all about. They're all about a console experience. You know, they aren't putting their games, and look, they originally were doing, oh, the second screen thing, take your thing everywhere, PS Now, play your games everywhere. Have you noticed how much they haven't advertised those things lately? They're next to forgotten about. Why? Because nobody bothered with that stuff. Nobody was using PlayStation Now. Very few people were using that off-screen stuff with the Vita or the Xperia Plays or whatever. People don't like that stuff. Why is VR going to fail? Yes, I know Sony is in on the VR. Why is VR going to fail? Because people like simplicity. They like what they've always had. Don't try to push people into things that they don't want. You can sit there and say all day that, well, this is where the future's going. Guess what? We're not in the future. We're in the present. You cannot force this stuff on people. We're consumers. We're the fans. They should be appeasing us. We shouldn't be sitting there on the outside looking in, feeling like outsiders with our own product that we like. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. So once again, props to Sony for the message. I wish they had a better games lineup because I'd probably use it more, honestly. But they did get the message right. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Sound off in the comment section. Rate, comment, subscribe. Rack that shit up. Crap Gamer, out.